Ladies and gentlemen, Fallout New Vegas is coming to Black Ops 3 in what I believe will be the all-time greatest custom zombies map to ever be created. In today's video, I'm going to be showcasing a whole range of weapons and locations, both of which will include pictures and videos taken directly from the map creator himself, BAHNGO, in which he has kindly given me permission to use, so massive shout out going out to him. And if you want to stay up to date with this incredible project, then be sure to go drop him a follow on Twitter using the link in the description. But without further ado guys, let's dive straight into the locations. Starting off with the main location, in which holds everything together, we have the infamous New Vegas Strip. Now for those who have played Fallout New Vegas, you know exactly what's on your screen at the moment, but for those who might be unsure, this strip is where most of the main landmarks are held, and players will probably find themselves spending a ton of hours here as there's so much to do, and of course it just looks eye-watering due to how beautiful the scenery is. The New Vegas Strip is the heart of it all, and BAHNGO's done an insanely good job on bringing this iconic location to Black Ops 3. Now staying within the New Vegas Strip, let's take a closer look at some of the in-game screenshots taken within the NCR Military Police HQ and Embassy. The images shown on the screen right now are covering various locations such as the jail room, the office hallway, cafeteria, back alley, the barracks room, and of course the main reception area. And to sweeten the deal, I even have a clip to show you in which compares the original New Vegas reception room to the Black Ops 3 version done by BAHNGO, and my goodness, does this look unreal. I am literally lost for words. Next up we have Vault 39 and Vault 21. As you guys can see, this just looks incredible. The level of detail and lighting alone is just heartwarming, and for those who have played Fallout New Vegas, then I'm sure you're sitting there right now with a massive grin on your face, because I know I am, that's for sure. These vaults, especially Vault 21, as this particular vault is located within the New Vegas Strip, are always lively, and you can always find some very valuable loot located within these vaults, such as a snow globe, 3 letters, and a Vault Lab uniform, all which can be found hidden within the Vault 21. Now I'm not saying that these items will also be in the zombies map, but they could be a part of some type of side easter egg, who even knows. Now let's head on underground real quick and check out the New Vegas Strip subway station. The level of detail here is just phenomenal, and it gives off that perfect one-to-one recreation of what an abandoned, rundown subway station should feel and look like. The lighting effect used in this map gives off that perfect, creepy, eerie feeling, and I can tell you straight away that being down there with a horde of zombies will be absolutely terrifying for every single player. I mean, if I wasn't a Fallout fan and I was just looking at these screenshots alone, I would think that these were screenshots taken from Metro 2033. That's how good these images look. Next up we have the Tops Casino and Lucky 38. As you guys can see, this again looks amazing. I mean, zombies and a casino. What's not to love, am I right? The Tops Casino is where the players in Fallout New Vegas can earn poker chips, and in exchange they can earn valuable gifts, increasing as the amount of chips won gets higher and higher. Now I'm not sure if something like this will be featured in the map, but with what I've seen BAHNGO do already, I have a very good feeling that we might be able to carry out the same in Black Ops 3, which I won't lie, that actually sounds incredible, and I would love that to be featured on this map. Now Lucky 38 is also a casino that can be found on the New Vegas Strip, and again, similar to the Tops Casino, it's just a great place to hang out and explore, and casinos like this are incredibly difficult to recreate one-to-one, and you gotta give it to BAHNGO, man, he's nailed it to a T, unreal. Next up we have Michelangelo's workshop. Now his workshop is actually based in the western section of the New Vegas Strip, and these are screenshots covering the main factory work floor and the side room. The workshop consists of 2 floors. The bottom floor contains Michael's bedroom and kitchen, the design room, the work floor and conveyor belts. And then you have the top floor, which is just a simple walkway overlooking most of the sign production within the workshop itself. And finally, to round off the locations, we have the Las Vegas Boulevard train station. I mean, as far as train stations go, this is just outrageous. I mean, look at that lighting and how the sun reflects off the various objects within the room, creating those shadows. Mind-blowing stuff. So ladies and gentlemen, that's all of the locations that I was able to gather for now, but I feel like we have a very decent selection covering pretty much most of the main locations. So hopefully you guys have a much better understanding now on where the map is currently at in terms of the general mapping layout. But now let's move on to the weapons side of things, and I'm actually very excited to show you guys this, because as well as the screenshots, I also have video footage showcasing some of these weapons in action. So this is where things really start to get interesting. Starting off with the assault carbine and the .22 submachine gun, which to me looks like the M16A1 and of course the classic Tommy gun. Now as far as I'm aware, I believe both of these weapons shown on the screen have been completely remodeled to fit BAHNGO's vision, as he put out a tweet confirming this and also states that he will be remodeling many other weapons as well. In addition to all of this, on screen right now you can see both the assault carbine and the .22 submachine gun in action while inside the Las Vegas Boulevard train station. I mean, just look at this gameplay, it looks so damn gorgeous. I actually remember when BAHNGO first dropped this clip on Twitter and I was just sitting there gobsmacked with this complete feeling of surreal. I mean, the weapons and gameplay look 10 out of 10, and although the clip is short, the good news is that it looks like it runs incredibly smooth, which is a very, very positive sign. Next up on the list, we have the iconic RPG that literally shoots mini nukes, also known as the Fat Man. As you guys can see, this thing is a literal beefcake. It obliterates everything in its path, no joke. It's been a very long time since I last used the Fat Man in Fallout, and I can't wait to pack a punch this bad boy. It's going to be so damn good. Now moving on to something that isn't really classed as a weapon is the Pip-Boy. Now this is basically your main piece of equipment, as this is where you can view the map, your inventory, and of course any quest that you've accepted along the way. I'm really intrigued to see how this will actually be used within the map, and you never know, this might end up replacing the standard pause function for Black Ops 3 Zombies. Next up we have the plasma rifle and the combat shotgun. Now these two weapons are so much fun to use, especially the combat shotgun, because it has a drum mag and literally rips through anything in its path. In this clip you can see both the plasma rifle and the combat shotgun in action, and one thing I noticed immediately is the scope on top of the plasma rifle, which looks absolutely sick, and I really love how bright the green is when it's fired. Now moving on to one of my personal favourites is Euclid Seafinder. This thing here is an absolute monster. I mean, just look at this thing in action right here. All you have to do is point to where you want it to fire, and within seconds this ridiculous laser beam comes down and annihilates the enemy. I have no idea if this will be a box weapon or of course a reward as part of completing the main Easter egg, but either way, once you get your hands on this beast, you'll be able to fly through the rounds with ease. Next up we have the 12.7mm submachine gun, followed by a 9mm submachine gun, which is basically the grease gun, and of course a Tommy gun that goes by the name High Roller. Now unfortunately I don't have any videos of these weapons in action, but my god, these images alone look great. Moving on to one of the more unique weapons in this map is the High Tools nail gun. I mean, for starters, the yellow paint just reminds me of that robot Wally, and it's actually pretty OP as seen in the video. I mean, I don't know about you guys, but I can't wait to pack a punch this thing and see the carnage unfold. Following the nail gun, we actually have the Gauss rifle. Now I've never actually used this weapon in the game before, but if it's anything like this clip is showing us, then my goodness are we in for a treat. I mean, just look at this absolute beast of a weapon wiping out the enemies. Crazy. Now let's check out some of the melee weapons and lethals that are expected to be in this map. First up we have the tin grenade, which as you can imagine does exactly what it says in the tin. Excuse the pun. Following this, we also have the bottle cap mine, which is a lunchbox that is filled with in-game currency known as bottle caps. And once you place this thing down, it explodes when an enemy gets way too close to it. I mean, apart from Fallout, I've never actually seen anything like this in Zombies, so I'm really excited to see how this bad boy performs in action. Now in terms of melee weapons, it looks like we're going to be able to get our hands on a makeshift tomahawk, which kind of reminds me of the Hell's Retriever from Mob of the Dead. We can also get our hands on the power fist, which for those who might not know what this is, it's basically an armored glove that extends when you go to punch enemies. I mean, it's pretty powerful if you can get close enough to the enemies, but again, it can be really risky at times when using it. And lastly, we have the Ripper, which is a small handheld chainsaw that can be extremely lethal at close range. Now unfortunately guys, I don't have any footage of these weapons in action on this map, but I hope the Fallout gameplay can give you a pretty decent idea of what to expect. Next up we have the laser pistol. As you guys can see on screen, this pistol comes in two variants, which are semi-auto and of course fully automatic. Now you should be able to tell the difference between them in game, as the fully automatic one has a red dot sight, whereas the semi-automatic one does not. I mean, either way, they both look OP, and if you can get your hands on one of them, you'll be chilling for days. Now this next one isn't so much based on a weapon, but I just wanted to show you guys a clip of one of the special enemies that can be found within this map. As you guys can see, there is a green glowing zombie, which in the Fallout game is known as the glowing one. And normally in the Fallout game, if you're hit by this zombie, then you attract radiation poisoning. And the only way to cure this is by taking a medication called Radaway. Now again, I have no idea if this is also going to be implemented within this map, but you know what, I'm looking forward to it either way. In addition to this, BAHNGO has also gone the extra mile and decided to add in a fully functional camera in which you can go around the map as you please and take pictures. Now of course, I don't know what the benefits of doing this will be, or even if there are any benefits. Maybe it's just one of those cool little side Easter eggs in which you can pretend to be a photographer. But either way, this alone just shows how talented BAHNGO is and proves that absolutely anything is possible if you put your mind to it. Now I still have a bunch of weapons and whatnot to go through, but unfortunately I only have images to show you guys. So for these remaining ones, I'm just going to put them on the screen and let them flick through as we mention them one by one. Now first up we have the Type 93 assault rifle, followed by a lever action rifle, a 10mm submachine gun, a pulse energy gun, and to top it all off guys, we even have images of what potentially looks like perk machines. Now the first one on screen is a Stimpack machine, which by the sounds of it could be quick revive as it's blue and Stimpacks within Fallout normally give you health. Following this, we even have a screenshot of the Mentats machine, which again in Fallout normally increases your perception, so this might even be related to Deadshot or even Vulture. I mean, I know it sounds crazy as both of these perks are not usually green in COD Zombies, but after all, this is a Fallout experience, so anything goes here. I mean, since I've brought up these two perk machines, potentially, let me just add that in right there. I want you guys to go ahead and pop down in the comments what you guys think these two machines could be, and if so, what are they going to do? Now just before we round off the video, I just want to quickly slide in these two extra images as I recently came across them. Now the first one is a grenade machine gun. I know it sounds absolutely wild, but look at this damn thing. It looks OP as hell. I mean, if we can pull this from the box and pack a punch it, my goodness, we are going to be chilling for days. And with this second image, as you guys can see, this is a gas pump, but it's no ordinary gas pump because you can see a weapon and a price underneath. Now of course, judging by the picture, we all know this is going to be like a wall buy. But what I find really cool about this image is not only does it give me Fallout vibes, but it also gives me Borderland vibes. I don't know if you guys get the same vibe, but to me, that's what I'm feeling. So there we have it ladies and gentlemen, this is the most anticipated custom zombies map that goes by the name Paradise Blues, created by the one and only BAHNGO. This map looks absolutely insane and I've been following this project for a good few years now, and I'm so happy that this project has not been cancelled, as I truly believe that this will be the best ever custom zombies map to ever be created. I really hope you guys have enjoyed today's video. This was an absolute pleasure to put together for you all, and once again a huge shout out to BAHNGO for allowing me to use everything shown in today's video. Please go ahead and smash that like button, comment down below if you guys have any further questions, and of course subscribe to the channel if you're new, and I'll catch you lot in the next one.